Hi friends, welcome in. My name is Josh and today I've got another great piano tutorial for you. Today it's gonna be Before You by Benson Boone. This song is, I would say, maybe like average difficulty, so if you're just a beginner and you want to give it a shot, I'm sure you can pick up a few of the chords and stuff, but some of the rhythms might be a bit complicated, but we'll be breaking it all down step by step in this video. Let's take a look at it. All right, so there it is. Not too many different chords in this song, but there is a lot of different rhythms. And I tried to kind of find the balance between, matching the original song, but also simplifying it a little bit. So anyways, let's dive in now to the tutorial. All right, everyone, so this song is gonna be in the key of B major. So we have 5 sharps you see there: C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, all of them sharp. The only ones that wouldn't be sharp are B and E, all right? So we're gonna be breaking this down into a verse, a really short pre-chorus, and then the chorus, but the chorus is actually gonna be kind of the same chords as the verse, but I'm gonna play it a little bit differently just to mix it up, okay? Let's start with the verse. All right, so first let's go over all the chords we're gonna use here. I think we've got like 5 chords, so we're gonna start here with a B chord. We'll start with a B in the left hand, and then we'll play F sharp, B, and D sharp here in the right hand. Our next chord, we're gonna walk down to an A sharp, then go A sharp, C sharp, and F sharp here. And for our third chord, we'll go down to a G sharp, and then play D sharp, G sharp, and B. Reviewing those first 3 chords, we've got B, that's F sharp over A sharp, that's our next chord. And then this is gonna be our G sharp minor chord, okay? Moving on now to our next couple chords, we'll start with an E now. E in the left hand, and then B, E, and G sharp. And then we'll go up to our F sharp chord. So F sharp, C, F sharp, and A sharp. Kind of similar to our F sharp over A sharp that we played before, but just a different root note and a little bit of a different voicing here in the right hand, okay? All right, one time through all those chords now. Start with a B major, F sharp over A sharp, then G sharp minor, and we jump down to our E major, and lastly, F sharp major. All right. So this song is in a 6/8 time signature, and what that means is that we're gonna be playing 6/8 notes in each measure, okay? So to count it out, it's just gonna be simple. We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? You can kind of hear there as we're counting that, and when I'm snapping, that's on beats 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you kind of keep that in mind, it kind of helps you kind of structure the song in your mind and stuff. So every time that we count to 6, that's gonna be 1 measure, okay? So looking at our first 3 chords, our first chord, B, is gonna get 1 measure. Our next chord, F sharp over A sharp, will get a measure. And our third chord, which is gonna be our G sharp minor, that is gonna get 2 measures actually. So if we count out those measures, that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, moving on, our E, we'll get two measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F sharp also there, you see, ends with two measures. Then you play that all together in time. That'll sound like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay? Now we're going to add the rhythm in just a second, but first there is one chord substitution that happens the second time we go through the verse here. So the first time we're going to end there with our E and then go up to our F sharp, right? But sometimes instead we go from our E down to an E minor now, okay? E, B, E, and we drop that to a G here in the right hand, okay? And that just gives it a bit of a different sound, kind of a bit darker, you know, than going up to our F sharp. So you'll see that, I think, the second time through each line of the verse, and then after our first chorus, they do that as well. So now let's take a look at the rhythm that we're going to play here, okay? Remember that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have accents on 1 and 4. So on beat 1 of each measure, we're going to be playing our note here in the left hand, and then basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go up and down. So it'll sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And you see 1 is our root note, and then 4, that's always going to be our top note, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Nice and simple like that. And then it's going to be really that same pattern for every chord. So we go now to our F sharp over A sharp, that'll sound like this. Okay? Continuing, G sharp minor. Okay? Now on our G sharp minor chord here, there's going to be a bit of a change in the rhythm. You know how we go up, down, like this. What we're going to do on this one, actually, the first measure is going to be nice and simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But on our next measure, we're going to stay on that G sharp minor chord, remember? And we're going to go down, down. This time we go up to our C sharp, and then down those two notes again, G sharp and D sharp. And then we go B, G sharp, D sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those two measures of that G sharp minor chord, that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you see there? We're not going up and then down on that last measure. We're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of just going down and down again, if that makes sense. Let's play those first 4 measures now. Here we go. And that's a bit of a tricky rhythm if you're a beginner, so don't worry if you're not getting it right away. Spend some time, you know, it might take a couple days to pick it up, but there it is to start. All right, let's continue on now to our E major chord. This one's gonna be nice and simple. We'll just go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just kind of playing it straight through 2 times, 2 measures there, okay? And then up to our F sharp chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First measure, just nice and simple. Now on our second measure, it's going to be kind of similar to what we did on our G sharp minor chord, where we're going to go up, and then we're kind of starting on top and going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going up to a B, and then a C sharp in there. That whole F sharp sounds like this. Okay, slow that down, reverse, rewind if you need to, you know. That'll take some time to practice all these different rhythms, and kind of these different jumps that we have in the right hand too can be a little tricky if you're just beginning. So now let's take a look at all of those chords played in time with that rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the next time through is going to be exactly the same, and we're just going to end a little bit different. All right, so now we go to our E minor chord this time, remember? And again, we're going to start on top and just go down twice. We'll go B, E, B, C sharp, E, B. That's kind of a bit of a hand stretch, you know, so it might feel a little unnatural. If you want to just simplify it, just go up and down twice. But if you want to really build in that extra rhythm, that sounds like this. Okay? So that's pretty much everything for the verse that you need to know. I know that was a lot, but don't worry, it'll take some time to pick up. I think that's going to be the hardest part of the song, honestly. So take your time with it, you know, and eventually you'll get it. All right, so now let's take a look at the pre-chorus. You know, every time between the verse and the chorus, we go to this little section here, and this is pretty short. It's just 2 chords here. We're going to start by going down to a C sharp minor chord. So we'll play C sharp in the left hand, G sharp, C sharp, and E. And then we'll go back to an E minor chord. So E, G, B, and E, okay? And again, we're just gonna be playing kind of a similar rhythm on these. They're each gonna get 2 measures. We'll count to 6 twice on each one. So that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just kind of like to end it like that on our E minor chord. Okay, one more time through those 2 chords. All right, there it is. All right, so the last section we need to take a look at here is going to be the chorus. Now the chorus is going to be actually the exact same chords that we used in that first line of the verse. Okay, just those 5 chords, nice and simple. But to mix up the sound here and kind of match a little bit of what we're hearing in the original song as well, we're going to play it a little bit differently, okay? So let's start with the left hand. Now in the left hand before, we were just kind of playing, you know, the root notes of each chord. Okay? In this one, I'm going to play the full octave because it gives it a bit more of a fuller sound, and then I'm going to add like the 5th as well, or on some of these other chords, it's just a note here in the middle. So B, F sharp, and B here, okay? For F sharp over A sharp, we'll just drop those B's down to A sharp, F sharp, and A sharp, okay? And now we'll go to our G sharp minor, G sharp, D sharp, G sharp. Kind of keep that exact same hand shape, keep moving down. We'll go to our E chord, E, B, E. And then lastly, our F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, okay? If that's too much of a stretch for you, all those chords, just play those bottom 2 notes. Just like that, that sounds fine as well. Okay? Now you could play the full chord as well in the left hand, like for the B, sounds like this, B, D sharp, F sharp, and B. But if you get too many notes kind of here in these lower registers, it can begin to sound a little bit muddy. So that's why I like to just leave it a little bit more open and just omit that D sharp there. Just play these 3 notes here. Okay? So now let's take a look at the right hand. Now the right hand is going to be pretty straightforward chords here. We'll start with just a B chord, so we'll have B, D sharp, and F sharp. Go down now to our F sharp over A sharp chord, kind of the same hand shape that we used before. A sharp, C sharp, and F sharp. Now we'll keep going down. G sharp minor is going to be here. G sharp, B, and D sharp. Now for our E, very similar, but we're just going to move up to an E with the top note. G sharp, B, and E. And then lastly, our F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Okay. Putting that together with the left hand, let's just review all those chords now. B, F sharp over A sharp, and G sharp minor. Then we'll go down to E, and end with our F sharp, okay? So now let's begin to add in some of the rhythm here. And this is gonna be a little bit simpler than the verse actually. All we're gonna be doing down is we're gonna be doing these descending arpeggios where we're gonna just take our triad that we have here on the right hand and we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're just kind of going from top to bottom twice. On our next chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And we're just gonna do that over every chord. Playing that all in time, a little bit slowly for you at first. That sounds like this. This one gets 2 measures. 2 measures again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Just like that. It's nice and simple. Pick it up a little bit, and that sounds like this. Okay, and then you just kind of repeat like that. All right, so that pretty much wraps up everything you need to know to play the chorus. And the chorus, just again, it's the same chords that we learned in the verse. So you really could just play what we learned in the verse if you want to play that for the chorus as well. It's going to be really that same thing. And then for other sections of the song, again, it's just that same chord progression, and you can change it up how you want to. Like, for instance, the bridge of the song kind of has a bit more of a driving sound. So sometimes I like to play, like, maybe take the same shape that we had, maybe move it down an octave, and just play like this. Okay, just like that. Okay, nice and simple. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this tutorial of Before You by Benson Boone. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did get some value out of today's video and you want to support me and my channel, a few things you can do: hit that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know if you have other songs you'd like to suggest or you've just enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate that. And hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified every time that I post a new video. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you next time.